Shwmae, croeso yn y channel YouTube The Giraffe's Life. Hanna dwi yn dod o Sweden ond dwi'n byw yn Llundain. Dwi'n 27 oed ac yn gweithio mewn siop, ond dwi'n eisiau gweithio mewn gwneud ffilmiau, I think. Dwi'n dysgu Cymraeg heddiw achos roedd yn byw yn Aberystwyth ac astudio ffilm yn Prifysgol Aberystwyth. Ac achos dwi'n hoffi'r actor Cymraeg Matthew Rhys, roedd un eisiau dysgu Cymraeg eleni. Dych chi'n dysgu iaith? Dwi'n hoffi bwyta sosig a tatws ac yfed gwyn. Ond dwi'n ddim yn hoffi yfed coffi, ond dwi'n hoffi yfed te a llaeth. Dwi'n eisiau mynd i Aberystwyth, ond, Covid, ac dwi'n hoffi gwisgo cis T a jeans, ond dwi ddim yn gwisgo skirt a hosanau. That was probably the weirdest introduction to a video you've ever watched on my channel, but hello and welcome to my channel, Shwmae croeso. Today I'm going to talk to you all about learning Welsh and why I'm doing it, my struggles with it, and why the fuck I put myself learning this language that no one uses. If you've never been here before, my name's Hannah, as I mentioned in my Welsh bit. I'm 27 years old, I'm from Sweden, but I currently live in London, and on this channel I make lifestyle and travel videos, but obviously with COVID, there's not a lot of traveling happening, so we are finding other ways of being creative, and one of those is learning Welsh. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy this video. I'm currently drinking some tea from my mug, which is Atlantic Cable News from the HBO show The Newsroom. Yeah, so why I started learning Welsh would be a very good question. As I mentioned in my introduction that I did in Welsh, I used to live in Wales. I lived in Aberystwyth. I studied film at the Aberystwyth University and I lived there for 3 years. Best years of my life. It was like the best experience ever. I never learned the language. I lived in Wales 3 years and all I really learned was busstafel, which is bus stop, and that's not very good. And then this year, in February, I started watching this TV show called The Americans. One of the main actors, Matthew Rhys, he's from Wales. His first language is Welsh, so I watched a lot of interviews with him and he was speaking Welsh and he was saying that Welsh is his first language, and I was like, maybe I should learn Welsh because I do have that connection to Wales, and I always I feel that Wales is my second home. It feels like I left part of myself in Wales, and yeah, so I thought, why not take the time of COVID-19 quarantine lockdown back in March and learn a new language. So I decided to open up Duo Lingo for the first time in years and start learning a new language. You might be wondering what Duo Lingo is. Duo Lingo is a language app that you can download on your phone for free and you can learn a new language. So that's what I've been doing. I'm currently on day 38 of my streak. This is my second streak. I used to have 72 days, but then I went on holiday. I kind of got confused and forgot about it. I highly recommend using the app for when you're on the go, but if you're at home learning the language, I highly recommend going on the website because the website offers so much more content. On the website you have like the learning bit. Before like starting the new course, you can click on tips right here, and then that will essentially just take you to like it kind of looks like a PDF, but it helps you understand what you're learning and like putting it into like more rules and grammar and stuff like that instead of just learning certain words. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun language to learn. It's a hard language to learn, and it's a language that I am 99.9% sure I will never freaking use. The downside with learning it on Duolingo, I was looking into doing like an evening course in London, but it was like £300. And I was like, I don't know if it's worth it for £300. With Duolingo, you don't really speak to anyone, so like I don't know if the automated voice on Duolingo is pronouncing things correctly, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing things correctly. Like I might have completely butchered the language in this introduction. If you're watching this video and you speak Welsh and you want to help me speak Welsh, please let me know. Leave a comment down below or send me a DM or a tweet on Twitter at The Giraffe's Life, or send me an email, thegiraffeslife@gmail.com, and we can get together and speak Welsh. I do live in London, so if you live in London that would be cool. Otherwise there's always like WebEx, Zoom, FaceTime, smoke signals, Morse code, you name it, I'll be there. But it's fun. It's fun to learn a brand new language that you never know anything about. However, I am fully bilingual. I speak Swedish and I speak English, and then I did 7 years of learning German, and the in Welsh is very similar to some sounds that they do in German. So sometimes I'll start speaking a sentence, like I'll start making a sentence in my head, and then I end up speaking the first bit in Welsh, and the second bit I just end up speaking German, and it confuses the shit out of me. And it's fun because then I can like play around with my languages, but it is confusing me at times when I'm trying to like make a sentence in Welsh and it just turns out to be in German instead. I also find that the mutations in Welsh is so fucking complicated. I'm never gonna get a hang of it. So you can say 12 and you can say diedig, but it's diedig, and then sometimes it's a diedig, and then sometimes it's diedig, and I'm like, ugh. And then there's the llanfai pichwingich gogerich which I think that's the correct pronunciation, and that's a really freaking long train station in northern Wales. I'm gonna get the word up and I'm gonna read it out. It's so long, but every now and again, because it feels like that's the best tongue twister to get your mind into speaking Welsh. It's going through that, because it's got literally every sound of a phlegm we're ever gonna make while speaking Welsh. I'm really enjoying speaking Welsh. It's a lot of freaking fun, and I highly recommend, if you don't have anything to do and you kind of want to learn a new language, just download Duo Lingo. You can do it on the bus, you can do it on the toilet, you can do it while watching TV, you can do it on the plane, you can do it anywhere. Like, just freaking learn a new language. And if you want to learn Swedish, I'll help you with Swedish, and if you know Welsh, let me know, and because I need some help with my Cymraeg. So yeah, that is the end of the video, I think. Do you want me to do a part 2 once I know a little bit more Welsh and can actually like do full sentences and not just saying I like wearing t-shirt and jeans, because that's pretty much what I said. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed making this video and learn a little bit of Welsh. Like, the fact that I could say all that, the only thing I actually had to Google was how to say I studied at I studied film, because I know how to say I'm learning. Like, I could say dwi'n dysgu Cymraeg, but it wouldn't be dwi'n dysgu film in Brifysgol Aberystwyth, because that is I'm learning film, but I was studying, which is a studio. So that was literally the only word that I actually Googled for my introduction. So I feel I'm coming along quite strong. Yeah, I literally wouldn't be able to ask you anything but like, may I have a cup of tea please? Which is ga I baned ysgwylch yn dda. And that's pretty much all I can order in a fucking restaurant. So I hope you're not hungry, because we're having tea. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do a part 2, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, tell me what you want me to say in part 2, and I will say it. I will learn how to say it. Yeah, if you know anything about learning Welsh, please let me know as well. Give me any resources, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. My tea is getting cold because I filmed this video twice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back next week with a new one. So make sure you subscribe. Don't miss out on any of my fun content. So hit that bell button thing and you'll be notified every time I post something. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Diolch yn fawr. I'll see you next time. Bye.